Okay, we want to talk about how to use the logical functions here. And today we're going to be starting with the logical AND function. And so we see how it works. So let's say we have we have a table. Basically, we can have a table of let's say uh, name and let's say remark, right? Let's say remark, and then so let's say name. Let's say the name of the person can be John, and this can be uh you know this can be Glory, this can be James, this can be Gabriel, and yeah. So now when you give this a remark, you can say, okay, maybe the remark you're trying to pull here is maybe if they attended class or not. So this can be okay, let me use, instead of using remark here, let me call this a math class. So this is just an attendance sheet, right? So I'll call this English class also, just to start with. So in math class, John came to the class. So I can say this is a true, like John attended the class, right? So let me just put it in caps. I'll say, yeah, John was in the class. In English, he wasn't. And Glory was in class for math, but English, she wasn't. And James was in class, in both class. And Gabriel wasn't in the math class, but he was at the English class, right? So this is true. Now, if I want to give a remark on this, right, I can have I can give you the remarks, like let me say the general score. Let's say I have a way to decide this. So the and sign here is going to be like equal to, then I use hand. So I'm only giving out the entire mark. If this remarks says if the remark says you attended both class, right? So this is what I'll do. The AND function here, what it does is both conditions need to be true for the remarks to be true, right? Like you have to be in both the math class and the English class for this to be true. So in that case, the AND function is going to take in the very first logical root, which is going to be the B2. That was the first line. Then the other line is C2. So what this is saying is that before this particular field can be true, both field needs to be true. So you need to be in the math class and in the English class for you to get your full marks here. So now if I press enter here, you see it's saying false, right? And it's saying false because John attended math class but did not attend English class. So if I try to double tap this, and you see it's only one student that attended both class, and that is James, right? Because James attended the math class and the English class. So in this case, if I say the remarks, I want to give out, let's say 20 marks or something. So the only person that get the 20 marks is James, because he attended both class. So in this case, when we talk about these logical functions, there are several use cases for this. Example is you want to check if a particular value and a particular value matches, and until they match first before you're able to do something with it, right? So in this case, this logical function, I'm sure in future tutorials you are going to see the use case of this logical AND functions. But what you should know is this: when you use the AND function, it means both conditions need to be true so that the result is true, right? It's just like you're saying it like it is cloudy and it's going to rain. So that means it's cloudy, then definitely it's going to rain, right? So the condition had to be, perfect, right? It has to be the same. So if the first condition, if it's not cloudy, so I can say it's not going to rain, because I'm saying it's cloudy and it's going to rain. So that means I'm so sure that since it's cloudy, it's going to rain, right? But then if it's not cloudy, right? If it's not cloudy, then I can say it's not going to rain, because it's a kind of thing that go together. So in this case, for you to get your 20 marks, you have to attend both class. If you did not attend both class, you cannot get your 20 marks. So this is how this works, right? So this is basically how you use the logical AND function. So in order to do that, I'm going to be walking you through some other logical functions, and you see how the whole thing works. Okay, thank you very much.